How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. We only have 62 days left until the game's release on December 7th, and today we'll be talking about another supposed leak. As always, and I cannot stress this enough, we have no idea if these leaks are true or not, so make sure you take them both with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about them just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you can find a link to both of the original posts in the description bar down below, and now, with all that out of the way, let's jump right into the newest leaks. So today's leak once again comes from 4chan, and it is titled Leak for Smash Ultimate, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts off with the characters. So the first character on the list is our new retro rep in classic Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. They are based off the designs from 1994 and the Donkey Kong Country Shigeru Miyamoto concepts. Donkey Kong Jr. is piggybacked on his dad. His moves are his neutral is tossing barrels. They can either be tossed forward or dropped downwards. His side is the springs. Junior tosses a bouncing spring that damages from the side but can be bounced off of from the top. His down special is a jump where he hops and slams into the ground, causing an earthquake like DK's down B. Up B is the buddy toss from Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, where Donkey Kong Jr. tosses Junior up and teleports to him. Final Smash is Giant Donkey Kong, where he appears in the background slamming his fists and causing dumbbells and barrels to fall from the sky. After that, we move on to Gino. So first of all, his neutral special is a chargeable beam. His side special is a disc that is tossed. His down special is a chargeable and it causes rainbow lightning. His up special is an aimable cannon that launches a star that Gino pops out of. And finally, his final smash is Exor slamming into the stage before Gino launches a disc at Exor, killing Exor with a big explosion. After him, we have Skull Kid. Skull Kid shoots a needle out of a flute for his neutral special. His side special is him sending dark waves of magic. His up special is a teleport. His down special is a puppet appearing like Zelda's down. And his final smash is sucking all characters into a hole that causes them to fall similarly to the Mario Party select screen. Neon flashes of masks appear in multi-colors before Majora's Wrath does a devastating attack. Next up, we have Marks from Kirby as a playable newcomer. His neutral has Marks charge up a beam that is shot straight out of his mouth. His side special is him shooting a bunch of arrows. His up special is him becoming a weird ball and warping somewhere else. His down special is him splitting, creating a black hole. Anyone near will be trapped like a grab damage for a couple seconds and then released. Finally, his final smash is him and Nova fusing to become Soul. After that, we have Shadow as an Echo Fighter for Sonic. All the moves borrowed from Sonic except the up special. His up special is an instant teleport upwards using a Chaos Emerald. And finally, his final smash is Super Shadow, which I guess is just going to be really similar to Super Sonic. And then finally, we have Ken as an Echo Fighter for Ryu. He's physically stronger than Ryu, but all projectiles are weaker. His final smash is different, where he charges a Hadoken that creates a powerful beam. The next character on this list as a newcomer is Incineroar. His neutral special is Flame Bite. He bites the opponent and inflicts burn. His side special is Darkest Lariat, where he swings his arms attacking the opponent. His down special is a move I don't know the origin of. He slams his fist down, causing a geyser of lava to shoot up. His up special is a large jump that grabs opponents and slams them down. And finally, his final smash is Malicious Moonsault, where he causes a large explosion by belly slamming in a boxing ring. Next, the leaker goes on to talk about stages. First of all, we have City Escape. It's similar to Big Blue, but with some of its downhill moments. You ride on the gun truck. After that, we have Forest Maze, a large forest stage with tree trunks that wigglers pop out of. Randomly, an airstrike of bows will fall like the WarioWare minigame. Then we have Aether Foundation, a white facility where random Ultra Beasts appear, doing an attack and changing the color of the arena. And finally, we have Bandland, instrument platforms that make noises. Weight of the characters and how hard platforms are hit also change how the instrument sounds. After that, we move on to a couple of assist trophies. First of all, we have the Rabbids. They do a pop out of the ground and attack you like mini Goombas in Mario 3. Then we have the Creeper from Minecraft, and all he does is explode. Then we have Duster. He pins you down with a nail gun and kicks you like Waluigi. Then we have Don-chan, who uses DK's old Final Smash. And finally, we have Mallow, that uses multiple moves such as Snowy, Thunderbolt, HP Rain, and Shocker. Next up, the leaker talks about Spirits Mode. Apparently, it has the theming of Melee's adventure, but it has level design similar to Subspace. There are short cutscenes just like in Melee, and assist trophies who can be killed are here as helpers like in Kirby. After that, we move on to a couple bosses that will appear in Spirits Mode. First up, we have Dino Piranha, then Dyna Blade, Goma, Rayquaza, Necrozma, and Porky, who has Mother 2 Spider merch. And then we move on to Boss Battles mode from Brawl is back, and at a higher difficulty, bosses change. So first up, one of the bosses we have is Fiery Dino Piranha, Dyna Blade Revenge. Similar to Super Tails from Sonic 3, now Dyna Blade's chicks home in and peck you. Armagoma, Mega Rayquaza, Ultra Necrozma, and also at the end he mentions another Echo Fighter. Also, another Echo I didn't really care about. Apparently we're going to be getting the Black Knight as an Echo Fighter for Ike. He is exactly like Ike, but looks as slow and heavy as Brawl Ganondorf. The leaker then makes another post and continues to talk about some more information. It has been a short while and I decided to speak with others who had seen the gameplay. As I have not seen this, I cannot confirm it 100%. None of us have seen Rayman. One person discussed Spirits, and levels are a mix of two series, i.e. Breath of the Wild and Animal Crossing, similar to PSA BR stages. Speaking of Spirits, here are some enemies. Some are actually good, like the Gorons and Centurions, but I guess are there to give the bad guys enemies. First of all, we have Monty Mole, the Sidestepper, Choo Choo, Like, Topi, Motobug, Centurion, Goron, New Age Hippie, Creeper, who is also an assist, Living Stone, Boo, Naughty, and then we move on to some mini bosses. First of all, we have Bonkers, Mr. Frosty, Knight Armos come in groups, Big Boo, and Very Naughty. Someone said Target Smash is back. One person mentioned they saw Black Shadow as a Falcon Echo. He said he moved like Melee Ganon. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. So now that we've gone over the entire leak, let's talk about it a little bit. So as we move into the discussion phase, I'm really only going to talk about the characters. So if you guys want to talk about anything else, please let me know in the comments what you guys want to discuss, and I'd be more than happy to talk it out with you guys in my Discord. So starting off with the first apparent newcomer, apparently we're going to be getting classic Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. Now when I first read this, I was extremely confused. So for those of you guys who don't know, on a bunch of different leaks that we've covered, almost everyone has a different kind of retro rep. This is the very first time I've seen anyone mention classic Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. I'm not sure why, but honestly, now I really hope they make it into the game. It sounds extremely cool. The original Donkey Kong is such an iconic game that, like, since this is the ultimate Super Smash Bros., it makes sense that they're putting something so iconic in the game. His moveset sounds extremely unique and extremely fun, and also his final smash sounds awesome, like giant DK appearing in the background, slamming his fist and throwing barrels and stuff. Like, doesn't that just sound cool to all of you guys? I don't know about you, but I'm going to be really disappointed if he doesn't make it into the game. I used to really want Bugman Stu to make it in, but now I really want classic DK and Donkey Kong Jr. to be in the game. Next up we have Gino, and once again, at this point, I basically feel like he's a given. As you guys know, Gino is one of the most highly requested Smash Ultimate characters. He got his own Mii costume with a splash screen in Smash 4, and Sakurai has stated before that he has wanted to put him into the game, so I think that it would be a shame if he didn't end up making it in. Gino has so much fan popularity behind him that if he doesn't make it onto the base roster, I would be shocked if we didn't see him make it in as DLC. Next up we have Skull Kid, and once again, he's another one of those characters that I think is going to make it into the game either on the base roster or as DLC. His moveset sounds extremely cool, like the shooting the needles out of a flute, like that sounds extremely awesome, like sending dark waves of magic, his up special being teleport. I assume it's going to be something like Mewtwo's, but I just really hope that Skull Kid makes it in. Majora's Mask is one of my all-time favorite games, and I think there is a bunch of evidence supporting his inclusion, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Next up, we have Marks from the Kirby series, and honestly, at first, I was really confused as to why Marks was in, but Bandana Waddle Dee wasn't. But then I started thinking about it, and I realized that Marks makes a lot more sense than Bandana Waddle Dee. I know he's not as popular as him, but at the same time, we need to realize that Smash Ultimate has this kind of heroes versus villains theme going, and Marks is the only true villain in the Kirby series at this point. For those of you guys who aren't caught up with the current Kirby games, the 4 characters that you can play as are Kirby, Meta Knight, King Dedede, and Bandana Waddle Dee. So at first, King Dedede and Meta Knight were seen as villains, but now they're Kirby's friends. Marks is a true villain who isn't on Kirby's side at all. Personally, I believe that Marks does have a better shot at making it into the game, and his moveset sounds super cool, so I kinda hope he makes it in now. Up next, we have Shadow as an Echo Fighter, and I'm not even going to go into him that much, but basically he's exactly the same as Sonic, except his up B is an instant teleport using a Chaos Emerald, so basically it's just going to be Mewtwo's up special, so it's really nothing special. His final smash is Super Shadow, so it's just going to be Super Sonic, except with Shadow instead, but you know, if he is going to be an Echo Fighter, obviously he does have to share basically the same moveset with Sonic, so I guess we'll just wait and see what happens. And then we have Ken as an Echo Fighter for Ryu, and apparently he's physically stronger than Ryu, but all his projectiles are weaker. So I could see this happening. I'm not too fluent in the Street Fighter community. I don't know much about the games or anything like that, but I think that that's something that Ken has over Ryu. Personally, I'm not sure, and if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. But basically, we all know Ken's going to make it at this point, so let's just move on to Incineroar. So once again, Incineroar is another one of those characters that was leaked by Vergaben, and everyone expects him to be in the game. I've talked about him so much on this channel before that I really don't want to get into it, but basically, his moveset is super unique, and I think that it would fit perfectly for him. I'm not sure why they said his neutral is Flame Bite when they could have said Fire Fang or something like that, but whatever. We all know Incineroar is getting into the game, so let's talk about the final Echo Fighter being the Black Knight. If you guys haven't seen it, I actually made a whole video discussing why the Black Knight would be a possible Echo Fighter for Ike. So if you guys haven't already, go check that out. I explain everything in detail. And honestly, I think that it's just really important for you guys to know that stuff because I don't want to go into too much detail about it now. So guys, overall, do I believe that this leak is real? Honestly, I'm not sure. This is one of the most unique and cool leaks that I've ever seen. But as of right now, I don't think I can confirm this as real. For right now, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens, and if one of these characters gets announced at the next Nintendo Direct, then we know that this leak at least has some credibility. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. Do you believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.